dog episode. So if anybody wanted a pup date, here's Pebbles the puppy.
No, it's been a long time. That's what we were saying. We were saying it's been a really long time since the dogs have been on the screen. So we'll show you how miserable our lives are with 3 Great Danes, including that one.
We tried to have a fireside chat, but Calderwood was too wet.
Yeah, so it's been raining here for basically, well, like almost 48 hours straight.
Yeah.
So it stopped raining later this afternoon.
Well, and it was okay today.
Yeah.
It was really just yesterday.
Yeah,
It
yes.
just rained all day,
like,
super hard.
Really hard. And there was, actually my sister just texted me, she doesn't have any power.
Oof.
Yeah, so my sister had her baby last week and now has no power, so I'm sure that's a rocking good time.
Rocking good time.
So she did say, she said that if we wanted to come visit her on Sunday, as long as the power comes back, we shall be good to do that.
Is it okay if we check the weather? Or is that, no.
Right now?
Well, because I think Saturday's supposed to rain.
Oh, so you say you want to go Saturday instead?
Well, I'll go whenever the baby deems it appropriate for us to go up there.
Yeah. So happy Wednesday.
Hello, Teresa Poli.
Hi. I think you're the only person here, but everybody say happy birthday to Teresa.
There's 2 people.
Yeah, one of them isn't there.
You're in there?
No, I'm not.
So both of them aren't you.
Well, one is Terry.
Right. So both of them aren't you.
Both of them are me.
Hello, Pebbles.
We're also a minute early still.
Yeah. So we're just chit-chat.
Chit-chatting.
Yeah. So it's Rob and Terry.
Yay.
Yep.
What are we going to talk about on our lives tonight?
I don't know.
Dirt. We got a truckload of dirt.
Well, let's
Yeah.
wait for the important stuff till later on.
I know, the big news.
The big news.
Hello from the UK. Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
How's it going? Thanks for coming.
Thanks for joining us.
Eventually, we're going to start talking about what's going on around the farm.
But right now it's just Peanut.
Oh, there we go. Now we got 5.
We got 5. Pebbles is chasing her tail. Yep.
So we got a new alpaca. Can we talk about that?
You want to talk about alpaca over dirt?
Well, I don't know. Hi, Ricky. Hello.
Hey, it's okay. Thank you. That's a good girl. That's good. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, so yes, so we did get a new alpaca, and she came from
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yep. So I got her from the
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply and farming.
You just met the person
Yeah.
at Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Look at that. His butt. What is that?
Well, Ghost Bailey had that. That's why she was chasing the tail over there.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
think
so there was somebody on Facebook who, messaged us and said, hey, I've got a 15-year-old alpaca who we tried to breed.
yeah, how did they get our contact information?
The alpaca rehoming group.
And was there like a post that was there or something?
Might have been a post that was there. And Sandy posted on it too, saying like, oh, if anybody does have alpacas, they will hit the lottery if they end up with John, which I thought was so nice.
That is nice. Sandy's nice.
Yeah.
Nice person.
And then when this person was talking to us, she was like, "Do you have any pictures of like your setup or anything?" And I was like, "Oh, check us out on Instagram." And she saw that Dawn was friends with us, and she was like, "Oh, you guys know Dawn?" And I think me saying like, "Yeah, Dawn has actually given us 3 alpacas." I think like
It sealed the deal because
Yeah.
this person we got her from must be like a real like alpaca breeder person because like
we got
This girl-
registration papers with this alpaca, which we that's pretty cute. Which we have like basically, well, some of our alpacas
we
are
have Macy
registered.
and Linda are registered.
And aren't Marshmallow.
Yes, we have paperwork for them also.
And I think Carl is registered, isn't he?
We should talk to Don and get his paperwork.
And somebody else came with papers. Did Cookie come with papers?
Yeah.
See, we're legit. We have plenty of registered alpacas. Your house looks nice in the background. Thank you. Well, except for that like mop bucket. Maybe not best look, but we had
Farmhouse chic.
right like house.
Take a minute. You want to come up here?
When I was at
Come up here.
our old farm and taking care of the boys while they were there last week, and I was like trolling through the flower farm, and those are all those like lumps on the table are zinnia seeds.
There you go.
I'd like to sit under
Okay.
that. So
Why do we have so many
yeah, we've
dogs?
got a lot of dogs. So I harvested all the zinnia seeds that I could find that were nice and dry, and it'll be a mix of. Oh,
Kathy?
hi Kathy, how's it going? Hi Dad, I'm assuming. Yeah, I harvested a bunch of zinnia seeds, and they were in the buckets, and then I dumped them out of the bucket to help them dry out a little bit better. Because if they like sit in something, that's so funny. They could like get moldy instead of drying, and then they won't germinate next year. So, oh, okay. Well, this is nice.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fine.
It is something.
Everything's fine.
Oh.
We should have called this live chat with Great Danes.
Well, who would have known it would be this Great Dane intensive?
What was that?
I think that was our fellow stuff.
Singing to us.
Yeah. Oh boy. So anyway, so we talked about it in the beginning. We tried to get a fire going, and we got a fire going, but everything is just too wet, and so it was really dark. So.
Right. It was hard for the fire to get like warm enough and bright enough
Right.
for us to sit out there and
Yeah.
stream. So, back inside.
So the first live from down here anyway.
Oh, Pebbles.
Sweat and stuff.
Gross. Does anyone want a dog? We have Pebbles' spay appointment made.
Yeah.
That's some exciting farm-related sort of news.
Very exciting.
We have precinct display
Please play.
blood work done. Jesse's so many dogs. Yeah, Jesse, are you wondering why you're a cat person right now? It's like when I watch Intervention, I wonder why I don't drink. People who like
Whoa.
cats probably watch this.
Oh. Okay.
That's good. We're settled.
Yeah.
Okay, so dirt news, which is exciting news. John got a truckload of dirt in.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes, it is.
Fill.
Um,
Clean screened fill, 25 yards for a great price.
So where we had cleaned out the flower farm, basically like last winter and
So
fall.
it's like, yeah. So we started cutting trees down in like February, March, and then I think it was the first week of June when he came and ripped stumps out.
Okay, so then since June, basically nothing has happened. Like I threw down some seeds, but there were so many like rocks and roots hanging out in that area that we couldn't like really do anything. So we've just been sort of like overwhelmed with like trying to figure out. I know. Are you okay? Send help. Should we put the dogs outside?
I don't know. It's kind of funny. What are you doing? Just lie down.
Okay, so we were a little bit overwhelmed with what to do because John couldn't really like work that soil with the tractor because of all the like roots and rocks and everything.
So it's not like we could run a tiller through it.
Right, and then
Not that we had a tiller.
there wasn't like good topsoil there because I think when the stumps got ripped out. Hey Hannah, how's your baby? When the stump guy came and ripped all the stumps out, he took a lot of the topsoil with him, and I'm like, no shade. It's just like how it works.
Right. That's just a fact of how it happens. you know, because you take out a stump and it's not just, you know, if you have a 2-foot wide tree, you probably have like a 6 or 8 foot at least root ball that you take out, and then it's probably like 3 or 4 feet deep, so that's a lot of soil to come out. So the only things that were able to grow there were like swamp weeds,
Right.
basically. So that's all that's been there. There we go. So it was actually nice to, so we got a truckload of it, 25 yards, and we'll probably get at least 3 more. Because originally we were just going to get rid of all the dogs. Originally we just lie down.
What are you trying to say?
Originally we were just gonna put like an inch or 2 of topsoil down and throw a cover crop on it, which is gonna be white clover that we got some seeds from our friend Chloe. But so now we'll be able to take this fill and sort of level everything out, because especially after like the full day of rain yesterday, it was a mess back there. And like, it's like, you know, so the tractor that we have is a big tractor. It's got like 4-foot tall tires, and you know, I had to get it into the low gear a couple times to get out of some of those holes. It was nasty.
And the other thing about the soil that's there is it's like poorly draining soil.
Yes.
So when it does rain down there, the water will like stick around. So if we can get a couple inches of soil, like topsoil, screen fill, whatever, and then a couple inches of compost, that'll give hope for the roots to not become like soggy, swampy,
Totally.
stinking messes
Yes.
whenever it rains. So
Yeah.
what does that say that Hannah said?
Rain and missing topsoil is no bueno.
Right. No, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a disgusting pit back there.
And so
right
there's a
now.
couple really big holes where some really big trees were pulled out that water has just been pooling in for months. So they get down really, you know, they've gotten pretty deep. Because I mean, I haven't even like walked back there in the longest time. But taking the tractor down there, you really notice, you know, dips and dives. So able to fill in a couple holes with this first one.
Oh, is that Sweeney's Creek? Hello, how's it going?
Yeah. John needs a shave. Oh, it's the dog. Yep.
And I think cover cropping it will be really good for it.
Yes.
Because like we should have put something more intentional down
For sure.
when we originally pulled out.
Yeah, we should have had a plan for after the stumps come out.
Right. And I think I sort of thought in my head like we would just smooth it out.
Right. Yeah.
And plant it. That was sort of my plan.
So the problem is that there's a ton of rocks. Our soil is super rocky, and it's not just like little rocks, it's big rocks. And so all of these trees, their roots didn't really go down as much as they did go out.
And I think that's also partly because of how much water settles down there. Because they don't have, the trees don't have to go searching for water.
Right. It's
so
all
they don't
right
even
there.
bother. They're just like, well, my roots are fine right here, thanks.
So then, you know, so after the stumps come out, there's still a ton of just roots, you know, big, thick roots that are just hanging out there. So there's just a lot of stuff. And, you know, it'll be nice to just get our topsoil, even if it's just, like you said, a couple inches above all of that.
Right.
And then we have a cover crop that holds it there over the winter.
And keeps swamp weeds from growing.
Yeah. And then in the spring we can either till it or just cut it and just put our beds where we want our beds to be and leave it.
Hannah, yes, my sister did have her baby. It was like Wednesday of last week, I think, the baby was born. And my mom is up there now taking care of, well, like helping my sister and her husband with their, you know, errands and everything. And John and I are going up to visit this weekend. Hopefully they don't have power right now, so as long as power comes back, we're going to go up there and visit this weekend. All right,
All good?
Pebbles has settled. Tuesday, thanks, Rick. Oh, look how cute. And nice chicken artwork way back there.
Yeah. I got those for my birthday a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. No power, probably no fun with a newborn. Because no power is no fun. But they have a generator.
I thought they had a generator.
They did. They got one. They didn't get like a whole home generator, but they got like one level because there's like the rollaway that you get from Lowe's, and then whole home. They got whatever the middle ground of that is. But I know that there was some tie-ups with like permits and gas lines and stuff. So I wonder if they like haven't they have it and it's sitting there, but they haven't been able to get the inspector out to hook it up.
So it is like a permanent generator, just not for like the whole house.
No, the lines. They still need to like drag it out from the garage, but they drag it out from the garage and like plug it into their house.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's not like you run an
like,
extension cord to your fridge.
Okay. Well, maybe we should get a generator.
Sarah is going to give us her old generator.
So are we taking the truck up there?
I guess we should.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm glad we all talked about this because I had sort of forgotten about that too. That was our Christmas gift is her old generator. Yeah. So. We've been really lucky. We haven't lost power in a minute since.
Yeah, and I've been watching those trees because my desk is looking right out the window, and it has been windy for the past couple of days. Like
the whole tree.
Yeah, we have big trees, and we have plenty of power lines. Right in the way.
Sweatshirt is a mess. Brand new merch.
You done?
This almost is like almost centered on you?
I was a little disappointed with this run.
Yeah. It's too far.
It's too far right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like Superman emblem.
Yeah.
Ooh, chicken plucker machine recommendations. None from us, and I doubt chat will know because chat is mostly family right now, and we don't have any chicken plucking family members. But good luck with your hunt. I don't have any kind of advice for that. But we could talk about chickens.
Could we?
Good. If anybody wants hatching eggs, message us because we have a ton, and I would like for them to go into somebody's incubator, even if it's just like.
You guys want to pay for shipping?
Yeah, shipping, whatever. Yeah. Yay for new babies and oh no for no power. Sorry for you, baby. Hey, Em, how's it going? Generator and some jerry cans filled before the winter, and then some fuel stabilizer.
Yeah, I don't know if the one we're getting is diesel or gas, but.
I don't know either. Why does one pluck chickens first step before eating? Yes.
Well, Jesse, I guess the question is how many.
Second step before eating.
Well, there's probably many steps before eating, but there's no feathers on the chicken.
When you eat it. But I'm saying first step is probably.
Put the chicken to sleep.
Put the chicken to the big sleep.
The big sleep.
And then pluck it. I think you have to scald it too. I don't even want to talk about this. This is gross. New topic. Sorry. Okay, so what we were going to talk about with chickens. Oh, so you can see if you move your head a little bit. See how it's kind of red at the top of that door behind us? That's our back porch where we are brooding chickens. We have. we have all of our chicks brooding out there except for a few that we tried to give to a broody mama. And
but we did try.
Yes, she was given.
Yes. It was our that must be the one from Daybird Aviaries, right? It's the naked name.
Yes.
So.
True.
Our showgirl Silky that we got in the egg swap was really broody.
She's been diligently trying to sit on eggs that I have been diligently taking away from her.
So we gave her 5 chicks, and it was like just the cutest thing in the world to see them burrow under her, and she just fluffs up her wings, and then all 5 just disappear.
Yeah. And if this is her little wing, there would be one sitting here, and he'd just be like, whoop, wormhole.
Just disappear.
Yeah, it's super cute. But so the chicks that are still out on the porch, John was looking at them this afternoon. We have several age groups out there because we've kind of been getting them in waves, either getting chicks from Iron Shimani breeders or different breeders, and also hatching our own. So we have a variety of ages, and
if you think we have a lot of dogs.
Yeah, you don't even know. So the youngest chicks are in a little tub, and then as they get bigger, we put them down onto the floor of the porch. And by floor of the porch, I mean it's covered. There's like a old outdoor rug on the ground and then pine shavings on top of that. So as they get big enough to not be in the tubs, then we just switch them to the floor. But one of the Iam Samanis, who's probably only like a month or two old, like not a hen, but I mean a hen, but pullet, what do they call that? We saw she had jumped into the tub and she was like
Sitting on some
babies and like trying to like tuck them under, and they were living for it. So it was sort of cute.
She did hop out.
Oh, did
after
she?
a little while, but
Novelty wore off. I'm too young to be a mom.
nobody said you were a mom.
Well, she was trying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about her.
No, but I'm Samani. Pebbles is too young to be a mom.
She's being kind of sweet right now.
Yeah.
She's not like this most of the time.
I don't think that's news to anybody.
Well, I'm just saying, because like Eric comes over and gets chickens, and he's like, "Oh, she's so sweet."
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah. We have somebody who's been buying chickens from us for like the past like 2 months. He'll come like every other week and buy some chickens from us. And he's got a baby and a little kid and a wife, and the whole fam came last time. And like Pebbles was like getting down and like giving kisses to the baby, and the baby was like squealing and laughing and was like so happy. And I was just like, yep. Pebbles, your new family awaits.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. So there's that.
There is that.
Yeah. And we also gave away a washing machine. And
Yeah.
the people who came to pick that up, they were like, oh, cute dog, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, take her, like, free dog with washing machine. But then we had to go lock up the chickens because it was getting dark, and they were still, like, loading the washing machine onto the truck. And when they got back, I, like, couldn't find Pebbles, and I was, like, screaming for her. I was, like, legit panicked that they had actually taken her. So.
But no, she's still here.
Love the puppy snuggles. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to,
It's nice when she's like this.
yeah.
I mean, she's sitting in my lap right now. Pretty sweet.
And we took her to the vet, and she weighed
105.
105 pounds. Did you say something to them about this?
I think I should. But I was a little sad with the fit. And I
The fit is not their fault.
well, I don't. It's like different. Like each sweatshirt is different. I don't know. But yeah.
The next time we should bring them clothes, because I think it's also less
Yeah.
expensive that way.
I don't think so.
No? From Walmart? This is less expensive than a Walmart sweatshirt?
Yeah. Whatever.
Are we looking at your new house interior? Yes.
Oh, yeah. This is our day room. Living room? What is
Only
this?
room?
Only room?
We have one room and a kitchen and a bedroom, so we'll give you the grand tour. So, dog food bowls.
Silhouettes.
Yep, window. Back door is where the chicken brooder is. Behind us is our dining room table. And then this way, that's our egg incubator, like all normal people have in their living room. And there are peanut and pepper. That is our seed storage container. And then that big black hole there. Oh, that's a window. That's our kitchen. And our orange stools. Those orange stools came from that Stratford Antique Center that you guys got that hand chair from.
Mm.
Yes, very fun.
Nice.
Yes. So, it's working. Oh, there's one more wall that you can see, but I won't be able to see it to narrate it. That's our pellet stove and our TV. House tour. Sorry if anybody got motion sick while I was spinning us around. But yeah, we've been living here since June.
Almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months. Long time.
Yeah, because I think we moved in May.
Yeah, right, because I think Jess and Victor moved in June. Yeah. And we moved a little bit before that. Look at this little tail. So cute. So did everybody see the pea fowl house build? How cool is that coming out?
Coming up pretty good.
Doesn't it look so good? Quite a paint job, yes. Painted by true professionals. You should see the ceiling. If you want to see an expertly painting something.
Who painted the ceiling?
Mostly the struggle bus.
Who's the struggle?
Me.
Yeah.
Like my mom, well, Anne had originally been trying to help, but it was like too hard to get. Painting ceilings is like an art form. I don't know how real people do it.
Yeah.
Love the Peafowl Treehouse. Happy thumb number 2 here today. Tony from Manchester, UK. Glad I caught you guys. Well, thank you for coming. Accomplished a lot in 5 months. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Like people who come here. So like I have a friend named Lily, and her husband came here one time, like shortly after we moved in, and we took them down to like where the chicken village was gonna be, and we were like explaining like, and here we're gonna have like a whole line of coops and then a big one and then another line, and then they came like a few months later for dinner again, and he was like, "What's all that?" And we were at the chicken village, and he was like, "Oh, you were just talking about that the last time we were here." We were like, "Oh my God, like, come on down, like, let's really look at it." Oh, hello from Kansas. Hey, Pathways Homestead, how's it going? And then also, Rick and Ann's friend, Sean, yeah, when he came, and he actually helped put up the like main alpaca fence.
Yeah.
So like the only thing that was here at that time, the last time he was here, was the barn and the fence that he helped put up. And now we have another barn, another fence, the whole chicken village, the peafowl house,
Soon the peafowl fence.
and the blueberry stone wall.
Oh yeah. We need to measure stuff. I gotta put in that document by the end of this week.
Oh really? Yeah. So we'll do that.
Trying to get some of our land reclassified as farmland. So we need to measure and tell them which sections they need to redo.
Still no zip line though, John.
Listen, I don't make the to-do list.
There is so the Tractor Supply that's nearest to us, right when you walk in the door, like all the shopping carts, and then there's a shelf, and like randomly there's like a zip line kit sitting.
Oh really?
Like right in the vestibule, like there's literally no other merchandise in that vestibule. It's just the shopping carts, one shelf, and like one zip line kit, and it's been sitting there for like months.
Has it?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
I see it every time I go there, and I'm like, this stupid zip line is like mocking me. It's so offensive. Yeah. Anyway, I'm like probably the only one who sees it. I'm sure that's why it's been sitting there that whole time. Because people are just like, shopping carts? What's a blueberry stone wall? It's just a stone wall that's going to be behind where we're going to put the blueberries.
So we had a grade down that led to the flower farm, and so we cut out a chunk of it down at the bottom, so we had some planting space.
And he's going to like terrace it. So he's going to put a stone wall, and then it'll be like a higher level up, and then eventually another stone wall and another level.
So it's just like a little retaining wall.
But it's not that little. It's like 4 feet tall.
No, it's like 3 feet tall. Anything retaining walls over 3 feet tall require a permit.
Oh, so it's exactly 2 feet and 11 inches tall. That's funny. I didn't know that. Yeah, so where all the blueberry plants that we had at our old house, we're going to dig up and move to like where the flower farm is back there, and then there's the road in between. We cleared that like little section and then stone wall behind it, and then probably a level up we'll put something else. Maybe like raspberries when we get around to that, so it could be like food terraces.
Well, I liked your ideas of like that's where the perennials go, sort of out of the way.
Yeah.
And like, you know, somewhere where it's not like super heavy traffic by like cars or whatever.
And because was it last week's live that we were talking about cover crops, or was it the week before?
It must have been the week before.
So Chloe, who came up to get the boy alpacas, And if you don't know what I'm talking about, refer to our Instagram maybe, because that's where the pictures of them are.
Yeah, well, we can tell too. So, the lady who we got all of our Vermont alpacas from was sort of getting rid of her whole herd, and so our friend Chloe from Kentucky wanted some more alpacas and boys to do some breeding, and so we took 4 boys and stuck them at the old Reading farm from the lady in Vermont, and Chloe came up. We had dinner with her, and so I guess in Kentucky, seed prices are much different than what they are around here.
Everything prices are much different than they are around.
Well, yeah, they were surprised by like how expensive everything was up here too. But like, so we got 50-pound bags of orchard grass seed mix as well as clover. So we are looking to do some of that.
We're gonna reseed everywhere that there are alpacas now. We're gonna like combine, reseed, wait for it to grow, and then combine and switch back, and then reseed that other area with orchard grass. And then the seed that she got us for down there is Dutch white clover. So that's a clover that only gets like this tall.
3 to 6 inches, and it likes moist soil.
So we're gonna
Good.
plant that kind of in and around in between the blueberries. So hopefully, theoretically, John won't have to mow in between all the blueberries, which will be really nice.
Well, and we're also gonna go all over down there, right?
Or do we think we have enough? I think we should get some like winter rye or something.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And the other thing that that'll do is the clover flower should help attract pollinators to the blueberries to help get like a better crop yield, theoretically.
Theoretically.
So that could be really nice. If that like works according to plan, I'll be pretty like impressed with ourselves.
And the little farmer's farm said dropping pine needles by the blueberries, and they will love them. And yeah, because I guess pine needles are really acidic.
Yeah.
And that's what the farmer from Holdbrook
Yeah.
farm said. Because when we bought the blueberry plants, we bought like an entire pallet's worth for like, we did a whole big order with our town. So we ended up delivering some to the farmer around the corner from us back in the day. He had mentioned that same thing. But we have Espoma soil acidifier too.
Yeah.
Because these plants are going to need some help when they get here for sure. But yeah, we have heard that from people around here too. They need acidic soil.
Right.
So.
And my mom also got like 4 or 5 blueberry plants, and we didn't do any soil amendments, and her blueberries just died. So we know that that's like mandatory,
Yes.
must do.
Yes.
But I think, is it to turn like where the woods used to be? Will that soil be more acidic or more basic from all the?
The leaves?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I think people kept telling us to put down lime if we were going to turn it into grass. Would that add?
I think we would need to, when the USDA people were here, they mentioned doing some soil testing
Yeah.
to figure out what you need.
Right.
I think they had mentioned that too.
Yeah. I think that's like generally. Look how cute that snuggle is.
Yeah.
I think that's generally what people say you're supposed to put down for like converting.
For what?
Converting like non-lawn into lawn. Not that we want like lawn, but you know, grass, pasture. Well, like normal for lawns. So.
Right. Well, it's probably the same idea for regular grass versus.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I mean, it was super helpful to have that conversation on the live because
Yes.
we like.
We wouldn't have ended up with the clover seed.
Right. Or if we had
orchard
bought
grass.
some seed, we would have paid like basically double because we were looking at our seed prices. she brought us a 60-pound bag of the orchard grass seed, and it was like $60, and we were looking at like 5-pound bags for like $30.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So hey, Rebel Canders, how's it going? Grass is highly overrated. Totally agree.
Right. That's why orchard grass, which is the orchard grass seed mix that we got, that's the type of hay that they eat. So
Lime lowers acidity. Oh, interesting.
I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Yeah, so we wouldn't want to lime where the blueberries are gonna
No.
go. That's good to know. Thanks for that. If that was Googling or just knowledge, either either way.
Well, I wonder if we can get like some sort of kit
I'm sure.
to just test.
I actually think we have one.
Yeah, I have no idea where it went off to.
I think it's somewhere right over there. Anyway. Yeah.
We need to also get some big sprinklers.
Better, I can finally sit up today. I may live. Did you hurt your back? It sounds like you hurt your back. John hurt his back last week, too. A bad week for backs.
Bad week for backs. Hurting your back is just the worst.
The worst. Plus, well, John didn't look fine. No, sorry to hear that. Man, it's been almost 2 years and you went this whole time without it, and now that everybody's over it. Yukon Extension will do a soil analysis, Bob always says.
On the Google.
Ugh, Rebel Canners, that stinks. Do you know where you caught it? How long did it put you out for? Where
I don't think you can catch it.
Big C?
Yeah, that's not COVID.
Oh no. What is it?
It's cancer. think.
Which big C?
Lime increases pH, pine need to lower it, so yeah.
No, now you've got me worried. I've been out 10 days. Oh, I'm right. No, well, I mean that's a huge C.
That's
Yeah. Well,
we wish you the best.
yeah. Can you smell and taste things? Maybe this is a good opportunity to eat a bunch of salads. That's what I like. People, no, seriously, people are like, yeah, you can't taste anything, and I'm like, I would eat nothing but salad, like plain lettuce, no salad dressing. I would go on a COVID diet. Right? I mean, make lemonade, I guess, if you can't taste anything.
Yeah.
So, sorry you're sick. Hope you're feeling better soon. But also, now that you're in recovery, you'll have the antibodies and everything. And you can carry on with your life and not worry about catching it. I can't eat textured things. Lemonade is my friend. That's interesting.
So they say that the vaccine, you're 8 times less likely to get infected. I don't think it's the same for antibodies.
No?
No.
Well, this is not medical advice.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like once you catch chicken pox, you don't catch it again. Not the same. Okay. Sean's going to change the topic before he divorces me.
No, that's not going to happen.
No. Well, if you need a puppy snuggle to make you feel better, this one is in snuggle mode right now, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice. We haven't hung out on the couch in a long time.
I know.
So.
How's the Peep House? It's really good. So, it's
Speaking of the couch.
Oh yeah. Ching. So
That's nice.
It's the doors are up, the roof is on, the walls are up, the porch is done. It's all supported. The outside is painted. I'm gonna paint the inside hopefully tomorrow, assuming work doesn't kick my butt again.
I'm gonna need to add an extension on the back of the roof.
Yeah, we were talking. So I guess people can weigh in on this. I think we'll be able to explain this without a little drawing. So it's basically a box, and the roof has an overhang on the back, but no overhangs on the sides or the fronts. And John is thinking that he should add overhangs where just the front.
Well, I want to add aesthetically an overhang on the side and the front, but also I was in there the other day and water's coming in from the back a little bit, so the overhang on the back isn't quite long enough because it's almost 8 feet wide, and so if you have an 8-foot roofing panel, it's not going to quite reach, and the next size up is 12 foot, so it would be too big. So we're going to add some extensions.
This is a Great Dane, and those are Great Danes. Well, that's a cow.
This is a mediocre day.
not fully achieved Great Dane. It's a mediocre Dane.
I'm calling my dog fat. So Great Danes are supposed to be skinny.
Well, this one is skinny.
Yeah, I know, that's Pepper.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna paint the inside like this green color that I got as an oops paint. I have an interior semi-gloss, which I think will be better for like if we have to clean it at all. I like censoring. Like,
Smell that. Like, what are you doing?
getting out of snow. Oh. There we go. Okay. Look at that.
No.
Her face is so long.
It's big.
Pebbles, why the long face? Oh, she's so sweet.
She's not like this usually.
Yeah. So, painting the inside, and then after that is done, why are you painting the inside? I think because I want to, and also because those French doors, there will be so much, if they're both open, there will be so much visibility on the inside, and I think it'll look fancier.
Sort of like the same reason you painted the inside of the doors on the other side of the chicken village.
Right.
So.
No, they don't. Hopefully don't. They don't need heat.
I don't think so.
Yeah, their feathers will keep them warm.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at on Facebook, man, somebody posted, did that look raised to you, that thing with all the peacocks that I sent
Yes,
you the other day?
it definitely was.
So somebody posted in one of the peacock groups that we're in on Facebook, because
Gotta be in those groups.
normal people, it was like, it looked to me like it was like up in the trees, but it must have been 30 or 40 feet long by like at least 15 or 20 feet wide, and then it all had wire bottom, but there were like hundreds.
It was a lot.
So many peafowl in here, and like all different colors, like all white. They had some of the brown kind, they had some regular blue, there are some like really fancy like purple ones. Holy cow, like you can go down this like peafowl rabbit hole. Yes, we have, Dad and Kathy, we have 4 right now. We have 3 girls and 1 boy. So that's why we're building this peafowl mini mansion.
Peafowl mansion.
And we have to build their fence next because they will leave with wild turkeys. So
Of which we have a lot.
yeah, there's like a team of 15 wild turkeys.
Yes.
And we don't need them trying to lure away our friends
No, we do not.
that we spent like so much money on.
So much money.
Yeah. But maybe they could lure away Pebbles.
But again, like right now, she's fine.
I know. She's being good.
She is. All the dogs are being good.
Yep.
Goodness.
Do you keep rabbits? No, we don't. Cool, good for lots of things are rabbits. I think a lot of people keep rabbits. Use like, well, you can use them for meat, which we don't do.
Right.
And
Well, and they use their.
the poo for fertilizer.
Yeah.
But since we have 23 alpacas,
Yeah.
we have more poo than we really need right now. And our friend Chloe she has 4 girl alpacas and now 4 boy alpacas. She sells the poop, and she was telling us like, you'll get on that train, like.
We're using it right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and I think we need it. So. And I think once we have a way of like separating the stuff, then we can look into that.
Yeah.
So, also we're using a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to continue to use a lot of it,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of them. Like even so, she was talking about that like she has all different compost piles, and she was asking like how many compost piles we have for
Yeah,
our manure, but it's like we don't have any. 'Cause
None.
all of it goes right to the ground that we're going to be using to, plant next year. So
Yeah.
maybe next year we can sell some.
Yeah. Well, it's not really good timing to sell fertilizer anyway.
Right.
Uncle Rick says, do you need to cover the top of the pea house yard like you did with the chicken house?
Yes.
Yes. So we're either going to buy, they make like aviary netting, which we might buy.
I think that's what we'll get. Because that'll be like sort of a one piece, I think a 50 by 100
Oh, yeah.
sheet that we can just do. And it's like netting. It's,
How much is a 50 by 100 sheet of aviary
it's
netting?
$100 something bucks.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. So we can get one thing that'll cover our whole aviary. I think that'll be the way to go.
And what will we do, like the wire the way that we did in the chicken village to support it?
We could do that.
Did you have a different?
Well, this is not going to be like the deer fencing.
Yeah.
It's going to be strong.
Is it going to be heavy?
I don't think it's super heavy. It's like cloth, not cloth. Well, yeah, like spun.
Nylon?
Yeah. But I was thinking the wire would be good too.
Yeah. Well, because like leaves will fall on it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you won't need to worry about these. It's like baseball netting, soccer goal netting sort of thing. So
Oh, okay.
it should be very strong.
Right.
But probably wouldn't be bad to do a wire.
We should probably order that if it's something that we have to order. With shipping delays and everything.
Yeah.
So, something to look forward to. And are we going to do T-posts? Like buy 12-foot T-posts to do the...
I'm not sure.
You're going to have to decide pretty soon.
You can do it, right?
Do it? No problemo. We'll just whip together an aviary.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Maybe Moises can help.
Yeah.
That is awfully cute. She looks so tired. Is the netting nylon?
I forget exactly what it is. But it's like what you would see at like a, what do they call it? Like a batting cage. Not that you spend a lot of time
I know.
with batting cages, but
My number one hobby is
Yeah.
going to batting cages. Yeah, Pebbles is being a good girl. She was locked out of the house for a while today, so she's probably extra tired, which is why she's got the sweet turned up.
well, but that's good because, excuse me. Like yesterday when it was just raining, they just don't go outside,
Yeah.
and so then they don't do anything, and then they're up all night, just walking around. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. So,
Anything else cool going on around here?
nope.
We'll put up a name poll. So if all the alpacas are fairly wet right now still, but when everybody dries out, I'll take a bunch of cute pictures of the new alpacas, and we'll come up with some
Alpaca.
names. Alpaca, singular. So she's gray. So if
She's
any
dark gray too.
dark gray, and she's got kind of a lighter face, and her ears are always down, but she's got long ears. She's kind of Linda-like in the face.
And she's got a camel face
Yeah,
too, and her ears are long and pointy, like they stand like straight up.
but they're usually down.
Usually.
So if you have any name suggestions for an alpaca who's dark gray and all those other things,
So make sure you follow us on Instagram.
yeah, but like leave name suggestions in the chat, because so far John has suggested Shady, Shade or Shade?
Shady.
Shady. And then we probably need like 3 other name suggestions to go into the final poll. If you can find someone selling one of the garage/carport things that you assemble the tubing and then build, people usually sell them when the tarping wears out. To put over the aviary, you think?
It's going to be bigger.
Yeah, it's like
50 by 100. So
quite large.
quite large.
Like kind of ridiculously large.
Yep.
Like we watch White House on the Hill, and he has peafowl, and they're in just like a little tiny chicken tractor. Ghost. We had a cockatoo named Ghost, so that name was taken.
Nice, tight.
Name's taken. But yeah, so he has peafowl in like this little tiny chicken tractor, and I feel so sorry for them every time he shows them. There's just like
Well, especially because everything that I read said that they like to be up high.
Titan.
And it said, like, 5 feet. Because they had, the guys end up with a really long train of feathers. And so they like to sit up high enough that their feathers can just hang down without touching the ground.
And that train, like if it was full, I don't even think he'd be able to like fully spread it inside of a chicken tractor.
Yeah.
It's like that's not nice.
Not ideal.
Yeah. I like what Titan. Something like steel related would be kind of cool because she's kind of metal colored. Steel. Titanium. No, I guess that's kind of like a aggressive name.
Platinum.
Platinum.
Crystal.
What?
What?
Crystal.
Yeah.
Or
Iron Lady.
yeah, something like that. That's I
Who
think.
was the actor? Was that Margaret Thatcher?
I don't know.
Name her Margaret. Call her Maggie.
Oh, that's not a terrible idea. I like Maggie. What
She
did
doesn't strike me as Maggie. Maggie might be a good name for somebody else.
what did your grandma want to name Pebbles?
Treasure.
No, not before that. When it was like a person's name.
I don't remember. Mom.
Teresa, are you still in the chat? What did Bessie want to name Pebbles before it was Treasure? It was a person's name, and I thought it started with an M.
Morple. Maple and Morple. It is funny. So the second set of girl alpacas that we got from the lady in Vermont, one of them looks just like Maple, who was another alpaca we got from the lady in Vermont. It's uncanny, the resemblance. I think.
Yeah.
Malgorzata.
And what did that translate to?
Margaret.
Margaret. Maggie. That is. I like that name. But you said you don't like Maggie for.
We can do Maggie for her. I like Maggie.
Or we're just coming up with the poll options.
Mags.
Maggie.
Oh, Mags for short. Magnum.
No, not Magnum.
Goshen.
Mags is that Hunger Games, the old lady.
I don't know.
You just watched the Hunger Games with me the other day.
Who's the old lady?
The old lady who like sacrifices herself into the fog so that guy can carry PETA. Anyway. It's probably more information than anybody needed.
Mags.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll continue brainstorming for gray alpaca names.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Cloud. Stormy.
that. Oh, storm cloud blue? What? Blurple.
Blurple.
Margaret is a great Polish artist, music-wise. Is Margaret a Polish name?
They'll say.
Because that's what your grandma wanted. Interesting.
I thought it was Irish. Maggie. Maggie O'Malley.
O'Malley sounds Irish for sure. What?
Nothing.
You're okay. You know what we should go back to? When we were looking for a name for Pebbles, we got a ton of really good suggestions, and Pebbles is great.
We had that poll for that Google thing, didn't we?
Oh yeah, didn't we?
We did. We have to look back in our lives.
Yeah.
Not like our lives, our live streams.
Stormin?
Stormin'?
Like Storm and Norman,
Stormin' Norman?
but Storm and Maggie. Thunder. Get in the-
Where we going, Thunder?
Oh, I was thinking like lightning and the thunder. Somebody told me to shut up in our comment section today.
that is not what they said.
Yeah, they did. They said that these eggs would hatch faster if this girl would shut up. The disrespect.
The disrespect.
This is our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. I actually didn't delete that comment. I need to go back and do that. Yeah.
People are stupid.
Somebody with a whopping 22 subscribers felt like they should tell me how to live my life. Yeah. Enjoy your cumulative 40 watches. I don't take it personally. I don't have a thin skin.
Translucent.
I know.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, you see my veins through my thin skin.
Oh, dogs.
No, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal. Just random people on the internet
I
saying
know.
stupid
I
things
know.
that we're just going to ignore and not going to hate, subscribe, and watch all their videos and leave mean comments on them.
No. I would
Did you already?
no. No, that wouldn't give them the satisfaction of getting 3 more views. All right.
I got nothing else.
I know I'm pretty much.
Yeah.
It's 5 of, but we were here 5 minutes early, so.
Yeah.
Counts.
No mulberry branch tonight either. So.
Oh no.
No.
Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.
Yes. Thank you for coming.
Continue thinking of gray alpaca suggestions, names.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye. You need me to click it?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Top right.
This?
Yes.
Okay, bye everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.